Hi guys! Today I'm going to talk about Drumroll for Dallas. This book did not come easy. I earned every word of it. This is a book that so it's part of a 12 book series. And this series is very specific because it starts with a core group of people, a drum corps, and a big competition, and the book starts after this competition. So it's a little bit entwined, but only loosely. Now that part was easy for me. I've done a ton of entwined things that are very technically entwined. But this one was different because I know nothing about drums. So step one was research. I spent days researching types of drums, musical terms, that sort of thing. And I actually had a lot of fun doing it. I do really enjoy research. So after that, I moved on to the next step, which was actually writing it. Now, of course, we want to make matters worse and make it one of my hardest genres, which is contemporary romance. So I needed a way to make these characters interesting to me. My issue with contemporary romance is that I get bored too easy. I want those thrillers and the twists and the horror and the gore. So I can never attach myself too tight to the characters. Look, I believe in love and I'm a romantic like anybody, but Hallmark movies and those types of books and endings don't work for me. I've seen too much in my job as a therapist. I don't buy it. I always think cheesy, and I'm generally asleep. I look at Hallmark as a chance to take a good nap. So for me, in order to keep my readers interested, because I've got to be interested, that's step one, right? I always have to throw in a curveball or make it so that I'm more connected to the characters. Now, when you aren't into the band, drumming, or romance, you've got a real issue. And so this book, like I said, was a challenge. It's done. It was hard. I'm glad I did it, and I actually love how it turned out. Here's what I did. So I knew I had this one character, Dallas, because it was basically assigned to me, and he's the dude on the cover. That's all I really knew about him. He had some general stats that I had to roll with, and again, that basic original core competition. And I figured, all right, I got to make this guy more interesting. Luckily, I only had a little bit of details, so I wasn't stuck just with those few, details. So, of course, I throw in the broken home, because why wouldn't I? Because I'm Aaron. And I decide, and we were told whether they were straight, gay, we couldn't play with that either, which, unfortunate, because I would have loved to do that, but hey. So he was straight, and basically had the quintessential blonde, perfect pants thrown at him. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. I'm not going to be able to stay awake, let alone keep my readers awake. So I threw in a bunch of curveballs with these two. Carly, who is his girl. First, I had him have a quick little affair with, I don't know if you'd call it an affair if you're not married. I don't know what we're calling it. Tryst with his rival in the course, girlfriend. Because, let's throw a triangle in there. That spices that up. That made me feel better. Then I decided to introduce Carly, who is the little sister of that same rival. And Carly has a secret, and it's a secret that's been tearing away at her whole life. And basically the only person she can ask for help with this secret is Dallas. I mean, she's not going to overtly ask him. Anyway, to make it even more interesting, I said, let's bring in this whole tiny house van life thing that I go into YouTube rabbit holes on all the time. So Dallas lives in a converted Sprinter bus. And that made all the difference. I took it, I ran with it, I feel good about how it turned out. He's got to get little Miss Thing into this bus and help her with the secret, and of course that's going to do all kinds of fun things to the drum line. Anyway, the story turned out great. I feel good about it. I'm proud of myself for having pulled it off. And I guess the message here is that even when the process is hard, if you can find a way to write what you know or write what you're interested in and bring that part of you back into the book, even if you have an assigned character, you can make it yours. You can make it your story. You can make it a story that your readers feel good about and know, yeah, that's an Aaron Lee book, all right. I've done that here. I've got a purple cover because, no better color. Feel great about it, and yeah, we're gonna sit for like a month and then we're off to edits. So there's my experience with that one. I hope it helps somebody out. Don't turn a book away just because you think, oh, I can't make it mine. These series, they sell, and they're actually a lot of fun because it's great for networking, it's great for meeting new readers. Do it. If someone asks you to be in one of these series, go for it. If any of you are interested in being in these series, I know so many people who do these. Comment below, I will hook you up. If you got anything at all out of this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. I am always doing crazy things here, between some kind of creation craft, to master's class book reviews, to my writing process, to what it's like to run a small indie publishing company, to my own wackadoodle books. There's always something happening. Until next time, guys, peace, love, books, and crazy.